We're with Katie Sass and David Sass, the wife and brother of PFC Andrew Sass, who is from Wayne County and tragically was lost in a training accident out in California less than 2 weeks ago. Katie, I want to start with you. This is your husband, the father of your little 4-year-old Will, your hero. Tell us about life with Andrew.
Life with Andrew was spontaneous. He was impatient. If he wanted something, he wanted it right then. And if he wanted to do something, we did it right then. We didn't think about it. We wanted to go on vacation for the weekend. We went on vacation. It was just a good time. We were married for 4 years, and I'd have to say they were the best 4 years that I've ever spent with anyone.
Tell us about how you met. Were you high school sweethearts? Okay.
I actually had a boyfriend that went to the same church as Andrew, and I was going to church with him, and Andrew and I met through the youth group out there. I was actually, honestly, I was closer to David to start with, not in like an intimate way, but we were closer, and Andrew kind of, I guess, shared his feelings with David, and then David shared Andrew's feelings with me. We went from there. Andrew was a senior in high school.
And best decision of your life to stop dating the other boyfriend.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And then you raised little Will together.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about him and his relationship with his dad.
He's daddy's boy. When we found out we were pregnant, Andrew, he always said that he wanted a daddy's girl, a daddy's girl, a daddy's girl. And we found out we were having a boy, and he changed his mind. He wanted this boy to be daddy's boy. And Andrew worked a lot when we were first starting out. He worked out here at R.A. Jeffries, and he was on the road a lot. And Will always looked forward to Andrew coming home. And when he heard that front door open at home, he was at it, ready and waiting for Daddy.
So this has been not only tough for you to have to deal with this as Andrew's wife, but you're Will's mom. And how do you explain that?
Explaining to a 4-year-old that his dad, is gone you can't do it. You just can't. There's no way to do it. I've told him that Daddy's with Jesus now, and he gets that. He goes to a Christian daycare. He knows, all about that, but I think that he understands more now than he did when I first told him. He still doesn't get it.
So you talk about Stony Creek Church. Tell me what the support and the love from all of them have meant to you and your family.
Without the prayers from Stony Creek and from Freedom Baptist and from churches all around, I know Freedom is very big into missions, and somebody told me the other day that we have prayers from all around the world, not just around the county. Without those, I can definitely feel them, and without them, there's no way I could make it through it. They've all been very supportive, prayerful, I guess is the word, and it's really much appreciated from not just me, but Will and the rest of Andrew's family.
David, you grew up with a younger brother that was a bigger brother, both of you in the service. He was your best friend?
Yes, ma'am. When he first moved into Goldsboro, which was around my 7th grade, his 6th grade year that summer, we didn't really actually get along very well. I mean, we had seen each other once a summer, so when we saw each other, we were excited. We only had 2 weeks together and everything, but when he finally moved there, I had to give up half my toys, all my stuff that was there, half the attention from my parents. So it was kind of hard at first, but as a whole, we became best friends later on in life. I mean, we got our first jobs together, and we worked at Arby's, and he actually got the job first, and he actually helped me get a job, even though I was older than him. We also played sports together and everything. We roomed together, and we would fall asleep laughing, joking around about the day, or doing stupid things to make mom mad or dad mad. We were a team in the family, I guess. If somebody was mad at me, Andrew would take my side, and if somebody was mad at Andrew, I always took Andrew's side. So we were always a team.
You were overseas when the accident happened with Andrew, and I would venture to say that your family was probably most worried about you being overseas, and no doubt Andrew was as well. So it had to have been a shock for him to be right here at home, and something happened to him, and you have to be brought home.
Yeah, it's definitely a big shock to me. I mean, I was 7 hours ahead. I'm stationed in Kuwait. I found out that night after coming back from the gym. I was completely at a loss of words. I didn't know what to do. I just ended up just walking by myself down to, it's the desert, so it's like still 97 degrees outside at night, middle of the night, and I just ended up walking and looking up like why? I don't understand who, how, like all the 5 W's, like what could have done this or how it could have happened. And I still can't comprehend it myself. It still kind of makes me a little angry, but I guess it all happens for a reason, and to me, my brother's a hero for me and my family.
He's a hero to a lot of people. You'd mentioned sports. He was in wrestling. Were you in wrestling at Rosewood as well?
I'm not really big on the whole dudes on sweatiness. No, that's not me. It's not something I like to do. But we did play soccer and track together, so.
We can move on from that. But okay, well, tell us about Andrew the student. I heard he was a good student.
Well, he wasn't a bad student. I mean, me and him were like when we come into the class and I was like, oh, I got a Sass in my class, like something like this. I was the class clown, and Andrew got a lot of things from me a little bit. I mean, a lot of the funny little gestures or smart aleck remarks, or they actually called us certain names in school. I'm not really going to say, but I don't know. We were just known to be the funny guys. But in sports, he was usually the angry guy. He got really angry real fast, like Katie was saying. He kind of had a little temper a little bit, and he always got the yellow cards and stuff in soccer. So.
Well, he was very passionate.
Oh yeah. Very.
Yeah, we'll use that word. He was very passionate.
I would like to thank all of Goldsboro, Wayne County, and even Johnson County itself. I mean, we were coming back from the airport, and we had policemen and firemen like all over the side of the highway saluting as we were going through, and all the people with the flags and stuff outside. I'm not too much of an emotional person, but I can see, I mean, it definitely hit me a certain way, and definitely hit my family, my grandparents. And I definitely appreciate all the support from everybody. It really helped out me and my family. I mean, we have so much food in the house, my mom doesn't even know what to do with it. We have so much fried chicken and ham and biscuits and stuff. I'm all fried chicken out, but I don't get it over there, so I guess
I was going to say,
better
maybe they
than
could
nothing.
send you a care package or something. Because you got a lot of buddies over there that no doubt would enjoy that. So you've got to go back in less than a week.
Yes, ma'am.
Katie, have you gone back to work?
I actually had just graduated from Johnston Community's radiology program back in May, and was not looking for work here because we were moving to Washington State in July. So now I'm going to start looking for work.
So you were planning on moving out to Washington State?
Oh, yeah. He had already started setting up the movers to come get our stuff, and we had applied for housing on post at Fort Lewis. Yeah, it definitely does you no good to make plans. God always has something else in mind. Yeah, I mean, we had made all these plans, and none of it is going to play out because he's no longer there.